XirlioMerazul here, coming right back at you with the Total War Warhammer 3 modded collection. Welcome back to the Radioactive Bin. The Radioactive Bin is the name of the community and or Discord channel that you are seeing right now. Alright. It's also the name of the mod collection for Total War Warhammer 3 that we will be discussing in this video. That's it. Please do join the Discord. You're gonna find all the information you need right here. Right here. Okay? Now, please also join if you'd like to keep up with what I do. I make reshades, mod collections, and play random games every now and then, including but not limited to Doom, Baldur's Gate 3, Total War, and Stalker. Now, this video is a guide for the Total War Warhammer 3 collection and how to set it up, okay? This is the full guide right here. So, if this is not what you want to see, well, skip on to the next video, I guess, because I'm doing a full playthrough of the collection, that is. So, the Radioactive Bin itself is currently outdated. Please do not use this one, alright? Mostly because a lot of these mods... first of all, I need to probably remove some of these, because it's crashing a lot. And second of all, I need to make sure each and every single one of these mods that has been added to this Radioactive Bin collection is functioning to some degree. And I need to make sure it's not gonna crash on 6.3.0. Speaking of 6.3.0, the Little Bin is a collection specifically made for patch 6.3.0, and even though this video I have made previously is stating that it's 33 mods, currently we are sitting at 55. You see here a live mod count. I will update this every time I update the collection. You also see a crash count since the creation of the collection, which is currently still sitting at 0, even though we have 55 mods, which is pretty cool and all, but please make sure you read. Now, how to actually install this? First of all, you are required to have the Warhammer 3 Mod Manager, which you will be finding right here. It doesn't matter where you install this, but I recommend you install this inside your Total War Warhammer 3 install directory. Okay? So it's easier to find, or you just place it in a... somewhere you have easy access to, like your desktop, for example. I am booting this up through Steam, so it doesn't really matter in my case, but I have it inside my Total War Warhammer 3 install folder, alright? Now, got some stuff in here. If you are here for this and are expecting multiplayer, do note that there is a chance that it could work for multiplayer. However, it's kind of like a 50-50. I'm not completely sure since I can't really test it, okay? So if you want to test this out for me, please go right ahead, but just note that, again, it's the Little Bin specific, okay? The Radioactive Bin, the main collection, does not function currently. So, also when it will function, it's probably not gonna be working in multiplayer at all, because I do recall some mods not being compatible with multiplayer. That's it. We got here 2 files. Now, please read everything. I'm gonna leave you right here with this one. Please read everything. You can pause the video and just read all of this. All of this. Again, I don't actually know if there is an easier way of sending a load order to somebody, so please download these files. Now, when you do in fact download these files, for example, please open up. Come on. There we go. When you open up the usedmods.txt, you will see this nonsense, which is the working directory for your mods, okay? Now, this file specifically you do not need, but I recommend getting it specifically because these right here are your mods, up until here, okay? that is the exact load order. Alright? And you will be having this add working directory and mod blah out.pack. Okay, you don't really need these. Here's the thing, this used mods.txt file is being generated when you are booting up the game with the mods, okay? So, that is exactly the load order you want when you are attempting to use the config.json file. So please download this one and place it in, as said here, in your app data folder of Warhammer 3 Mod Manager. And in your Warhammer 3 Mod Manager folder, which is gonna look like this, okay? It's this file right here. Now, the thing is, when you open up this mod manager, said file preset should appear right here. And you would select this and it would automatically do the load order for you. Now, I don't know if this works properly. Let me actually do that update. I don't know if that works properly when I'm sending it to somebody else. So, the thing is, if you don't see the little bin here, we may have a little bit of trouble. Where's my config file? Okay, let's update this now, since it does in fact require an update. Okay, we good? Alright, so let's open up the config.json. And it kind of looks like this, which is cringe as fuck, but there's nothing I can do with this. So, what you want to do is, first of all, I am opening this in Visual Studio, I believe it's called. I forgot. It's been a while since I've installed this. I use this for code stuff and such every now and then. You gotta show more in this if this is what you have opened. Pretty sure you can open this with Notepad++ as well, and it's gonna look exactly the same, which is hella cringe, but it is what it is. Now, here's the thing, okay? My game is installed in my C drive, okay? So you're gonna have to make sure you replace this. Whoops. Okay, it jumped. Fuck off. Okay, that's fairly annoying, actually. Alright. Let me try to find it. There we go. So you're gonna... Oh my god, please. Okay, you're gonna want to replace these, okay, with your exact pathing for your mod directory and for your game, I believe. Okay? So, it might not work. I did, however, share the files just in case so, because they might show up, I ain't sure. Now, if they don't show up, again, you have the user.txt, which is basically the load order. Okay, the used mods.txt right here, which is showcasing you how to do your load order manually, basically. Okay, this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to do this in a way in which you guys can actually see it. I know it's a lot harder than you would be installing through like Vortex or something, and yeah, I don't really have any other way. So if there is anybody that knows an easier way of sending a load order, please let me know. Okay, so let me close this. Let me have this open right here. Okay. Now, again, this is the exact load order, and I'm gonna show you guys my load order, so you know it's pretty much the same. But let me show you how to use Warhammer 3 Mod Manager first of all, because it's a little bit complicated compared to others, that is. Because you can't see this is how you're supposed to do the load order, but you can't move them. Okay? Not by default. We're getting there soon. So first of all, you wanna right click to enable all mods right here on this enabled. Okay? Like that. You wanna right click to enable all mods. After all mods have been enabled, either Ctrl+2 or you click on enable the mods right here in the left corner. Click on that. This is gonna allow you to manually adjust the load order. Okay? Just don't click on it, it's gonna disable the mod, like so. Okay, it doesn't wanna disable this time. Anyway, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe this update broke something, I don't know. Excuse me while I check my phone real quick. Okay, doesn't matter. I am waiting for my kid to get out of school, so I kinda have to pay attention to my phone as well, just in case so. So, you can create a preset right here, where the little bin preset should show up. Now if it doesn't, again, you will have to manually sort this out, which is gonna be rather annoying, but again, if anybody knows of an easier way to, you know, give somebody a load order so it's automatically adjusted, just let me know. You just type in here and press enter, and that's your preset created. Okay? Now, after you've done the load order, as shown right here in the used mods.txt file, what you can do is create that load order I've just shown you, the preset. Okay? And every single time you boot this up, just make sure your preset is being selected. Okay? Because it has a tendency of reordering the mods on its own. The mod manager, that is. Okay, just make sure you select your preset. If you wanna readjust your load order, replace preset. Okay? Replace it. And it's just gonna readjust it. Okay? If you wanna delete it, I'm gonna delete this one. Just delete preset, click on it. Straight up delete it. Alright? Now I know this mod says 2 years ago, but it seems to be functioning just fine, so don't worry about that. All of these mods currently in the little bin collection, the 55 mod collection currently, everything seems to be working just fine, okay? I've had no crashes, I've had no bugs currently, but you may have some. So if you do let me know, we'll see what I can do about it. But yeah, now I'm gonna actually boot up the game because I want to show you guys something. Come on. Alright, I might have to readjust my thing. Actually, we should be fine. Alright. Now, when you start up a new campaign, you will have Immortal Empires Expanded, so please, let me turn off the music. There we go. Alright, so please just click on Immortal Empires Expanded. And you have this button right here to toggle off the minor factions. This should be toggled off by default in my opinion, but it's fine. You also got for Grand Cathay, High Elves, and Empire. I believe by default Lizardmen also had the recommended for first campaign, but not anymore. That is because of Victory Conditions Overhaul. So I just thought I would let you know. In here, pretty much nothing has changed. Most of the changes you will see are AI related, maps, and well, some UI changes because we have that UI mod. You will be getting some new items here and there. You do have a one-button respec, so use it because it's pretty good. The siege battles have been overhauled. You have pretty much everything at your disposal at turn 1. because I found it extremely cringe to not have access to your siege in a single turn when you attack. If CA wanted to do it like this, they should have allowed us to be able to create siege equipment during encampment and then attack with it, and then, you know, just have the siege equipment on the field if we are being attacked while in encampment, and have the siege equipment building during said encampment. Also have, you know, actual units building the siege equipment in real time in encampment during the fight, so you can't use SID units. That would have been a really, really great addition to this game, but alas, that's not a thing. Do note, you will have to build your ladders, so you will have to choose if you want to use ladders or if you want to use siege towers or battle ram, I think it's called. And yeah, the AI might be doing shenanigans. I just want to let you know. I have mixed 1, 2, 3. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 AI mods in here, pretty much. Okay, maybe this one not really. So let's say 8 AI mods. This also touches the AI. I have attempted to remove the anti-player bias as much as humanly possible, because this game has some very, very absurdly cringe anti-player bias that I do not like. Like, it's just... Listen, I don't mind difficulty. Okay? I like difficult games. The problem is when said games are not difficult because they are difficult. They are difficult because they are omega artificially inflated in the difficulty department. Okay? I hate it. No. I don't know who that is, but no. Oh my god, stop! Why am I on Epic Games? My bad. Alright. So. Ladders. You have slower ladder climbing by 50%. You have slower army movement by 50%. It's reduced for both you and the AI. So everything is gonna be much slower. I am attempting to cure us of the cringe-ass snowballing effect this game has in the early game with some of these lords. Like, for example, Scarbrand can literally just win in like 3 to 5 turns, which I found to be extremely cringe and not fun. Like, actually play the game, bro, okay? That's what I'm trying to force here. I'm trying to force to play the game, if you know what I mean. We also have climate adaptation and this ultimate lighting mod, which is extremely cool. We have some forts for encampment, which I actually found to be incredibly good. Let me see if I can find one screenshot I took during one of those battles when I was playing Azag. Or I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, but give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. Okay. So, yeah. You see this? This is gonna be your map during encampment, okay? And I found this to be extremely fucking cool. Also, I only had 4 spear units recruited for this lord specifically, so I had to literally hold 4 corners, basically, because I was being attacked from all sides at the same time, so I had to hold with 4 fucking units. This reminds me of some Total War Attila shit, okay? And then, yeah, and then this happened. My actual army came in and we fought the ogres off, and it was pretty cool. So you're gonna be seeing shenanigans like this during my playthrough and during your playthrough if you're playing with this mod collection. It's gonna be epic. You're gonna be having some really, really cool weathers, some really cool maps. This is during daytime on a snow map in Grand Cathay campaign. I believe I took this screenshot prior to actually installing. No, this is actually the ultimate lighting engine mod already configured. This was without it, by the way. Look at how bad it looks. Look at how good this looks. It's like having reshade on. I don't have reshade on in these pictures, by the way. But this is so much better and so much cleaner. Okay, it's just so much better compared to vanilla visuals, that is. This is good, but it's blurry AF, and I hate it. This is so much better. That's something else. That's Hollow Knight. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just make sure everything is in a correct order. Okay, I'm gonna go through this order again slowly so you guys can see it, but again, you have everything in the usemods.txt file, which I just closed accidentally. Let me open it up real quick. There we go. Everything load order related is right here. Okay, so from here to here, make sure you maintain this specific load order. This is also updated in real time whenever I make mod adjustments that actually work. And you will see this also reflected. Okay, just to show you guys that it's exactly the same. Okay, SM0, Freya's SM0. Okay, realistic accuracy, longer battle time. Okay, so just maintain battle sound levels. Just maintain it exactly as shown in the usedmods.txt file. Okay, that is the exact load order you want, because otherwise, first of all, if you want to play multiplayer, make sure you have this exact setup on both accounts that are attempting to play. So for all players, not only two, but you know what I mean. Everybody needs to have the exact same mods and the exact same setup, okay? For this to work. Probably not the case when it comes to actual in-game settings though, but speaking of which, please make sure you add these. If you don't use these, this right here, the ultimate lighting mod may not function either correctly and or maybe entirely. I don't actually know, but these are recommended settings for ultimate lighting and for better sound levels. Okay, so just make sure you maintain these as much as you can. I could go in game and show you my settings right now, but I don't know if I want to drag the video out a little bit more. You know what? Sure, let me actually show you my in-game settings, so you guys can see what were my settings when I took those screenshots, basically. Well, not the ones without the lighting mod, but the one after. And the ones with the snow were also taken with these settings. Okay, so I have 100% brightness currently. And then these are my settings. Alright? Just make sure you, I don't know, stop the video here or screenshot it. But yeah, I found these to be the nuts for me. But again, I have a 13th gen 13700F CPU, an Intel i5, I believe. I forgot. Give me a sec. Where are you at? All right. So it's an Intel i7 13700F. Also got a bunch of NVMe's, SSD drives. Okay, 32 gigs of DDR5, 4400 megahertz, and an RTX 4070. So just take my settings as something that you may or may not want to be using, is what I'm saying. As for sound, these are my settings. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Please do let me know if you have issues setting this one up. However, if you are utilizing the usedmods.txt file to adjust your load order accordingly, again, if the preset file doesn't work, you shouldn't be having issues. Okay? Just make sure you get the mods in the correct order in the Warhammer 3 Mod Manager. Make sure you also select your preset. Also create a preset if the little bin preset does not work for you. Because it may or may not. I don't actually know if it's gonna function. Okay? But again, if it does work for you, please let me know. If it doesn't, and you know of another way to share a load order through Mod Manager, please do let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I actually hope to see people comment on this and tell me what you feel about the collection so far. I don't think I'm gonna be adding more mods to this, but if I do find some QOL mods or some really, really cool stuff that are not units, okay, I'm gonna keep it kind of simple on this one. I may add those, okay? Units and everything that is Omega Extra will go inside the actual radioactive bin collection. The main one, okay? The main one. Right here is, come on. Right here is pretty much everything you need, okay? So I am updating this, which is, again, the load order, live on Steam Workshop as well. Or Steam Community, whatever the fuck that is. Again, don't use the radioactive bin. This needs adjustments. It needs fixing. It needs mods to get updated, and I don't know if I'm gonna add dynamic disasters or not. You know what? Let me actually check if this got updated. It did not. Okay, I'm not adding this just yet. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and do let me know if you have a preference. If you want me to play a specific lord and or faction. Alright? Because it's coming, and soon. I'll see you guys in the next video.